Welcome to the VIP section.
Sheababytv. Yes, sir. We in the mix. We in the mix tonight. Had a great interview last night. It was up. Shout out to Stephen Young, man. We had a good interview. It was our first sit-down interview on the platform. If y'all notice and y'all see the background, it was definitely up last night. We touched on a lot of things. You know, we got to a lot about his career and about the goddamn music industry. And we touched on the music industry. Shout out to everybody, too, that was in the building last night that showed love. There's still a lot of haters out there. It's all right. When you putting in a lot of work and you putting in a lot of energy, they're going to have no choice but to get down. But then that's when you wave at them, when you see them in the streets. Goofies. That's a fact. I already know about these type of dudes, man. I know about all of them, man. I've been around for a minute, man. I know about all these dudes. They're all fans and groupies in the game. Shit is sad. But it's like orange juice and coffee in the morning. It keeps me going. It definitely keeps me going. And for all of that hate, let's get the purge going. We got a lot of sauce tonight. Shout out to everybody that's in the building that pulled up. Let's get these invites out. Because tonight, we airing a lot of things out tonight. But you know me, I ain't the type of guy that sit there and run my mouth and gossip about people. Y'all know how I do. I just report the news, interview the rappers, and give you a lit platform on the platty. You feel me? That's a fact. Yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoy the show tonight. I got some good news. I got some good sauce for everybody. So let's jump right into it. Now, Morant. Morant, you know, he's been the center of attraction for everything. He's been one of those guys that's in all the reels. He's been one of them guys that's in all the shorts. You know what I mean? But you know why? It's because of the drama and everything that's happening that's going down in the streets. You know what I mean? Come on, man. The dude pulled the gun out. Now he got to sit out for the rest of the season. And I think half of the season next year. That's a fact. My fault, y'all had to check the sound because it looked like it's a little peaking over here, but sounds like we aight. Let me know. If y'all in the chats and it's too loud or it's too low, just let me know in the chats. That's a fact. Let me see who's in the chat too, by the way. Oh yeah, shout out to the people from Twitter and Facebook and YouTube in the building. All right, so let's get to this. Patrick Beverley, he blames rap music for Morant's controversial behavior. That's BS. I'm sick of y'all basketball players blaming everything on the music business. No, we can't blame it on the music business. You guys are not kids. You guys knows what's going on. You guys think y'all are rappers. So you want to blame it on them as soon as you guys get caught with weed, as soon as you guys get caught with guns, as soon as you guys get caught up in the game, y'all always want to blame the music business. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. I don't want to hear that at all. We can't blame the music business for this one. Morant is a grown man with a lot of money. He ain't got no business on live. Come on, he was listening to Thug in the background. He pulled out a little deuce. Like I said before, like he was doing something. He was showing off, man. He probably had a couple joints in there that was watching him that he's feeling. Come on, Morant, you can't even add him. There's been times I tried to add him on Instagram on a good level. So you don't even want people talking to him or giving him any type of promo unless they paying him. So the reason I'm saying this is that dude knows exactly what he's doing on Instagram. No, that had nothing to do with the rap business. Ja Morant was straight showing off. He was, man. Everybody knows that. He was twisted. He was showing off. He decided to show a pistol, listening to Thug like he was a thug. Come on, man. You're a basketball player, my man. Not only that, I'm a guy that is for the kids. And, I'm all for the kids going to school, playing basketball, going to college, getting an education. I'm for all of that. But what I'm not for is the basketball players what I'm not for is for the basketball players trying to act like thugs and trying to go on Instagram and show pistols. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I ain't feeling that. I got kids that I know that's going to high school, that's going to college. I see these kids. These kids are on the same path. You see them on their Instagrams. They got the ski mask on. They got all of this, and they play basketball. They on their same way. They on their same way. The NBA is going to get them. And you know what's funny? The NBA is probably watching these kids now at a younger age on their Instagrams. So all of these guys who think they're going to the NBA and they think that they're going to get paid, they're probably not. Because 9 times out of 10, the NBA is watching these guys that got the ski mask on, that's looking like they drilling, that's doing all this nonsense, instead of looking like scholars and going to school and trying to get paid. I don't get you guys. If all I got to do is go to school, wear a little collar shirt, and act like this, and if I'm going to get paid in the next year or two, come on. Now, if these guys think they thugs and they feel like, from the environment that they from, that they got to have a weapon, they got to walk around with a pistol, they got to do these things, okay, cool. Don't be on live with it. And make sure you move to a state where you can get a license. You can have all the pistols you want. You move to Texas, you can have 25 pistols. But now, you get yourself in trouble, you can't have no gun. So once you get yourself a felony or one of those things, you can't even have a gun. You can't even have a gun. Shout out to John Fenney in the building. That's a fact. Shout out to Shanti in the building too. 100%. Oh yeah, and today's Tone's birthday. Shout out to Tone VIP. It's his birthday. Once I saw Shanti in the building, I said, yo, give my man a shout out for his birthday. That's why he couldn't be in the building tonight. Tone's only the DJ really on the shows on Wednesdays. Just for everybody to know that. This is my thing right here. This is where I get loose. I like the news. This is what I do. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to Ja Morant. I don't understand. These guys have an actual chance to do things with their life, buy buildings, buy a lot of stuff. They have a lot of money. Instead, they want to be on Instagram acting like they drinking lean. They drinking straight Sprite. They mix a little ginger ale in it, act like it's a dirty Sprite, and it's nothing but ginger ale in there, and acting like they got a pistol. I don't understand these guys. Y'all know you're not thugs. Y'all know you're not thugs. Because if you was a thug, you would have took a career in being thug. The guys that are thugs, they took careers in being thugs. They said, I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to go to school. I want to be a thug. I want to be a gangster. Bro, you went to college. You did all of this, got drafted. I've seen you sit down and talk with those people. You throw on the college voice, and I seen you just get interviewed by Jalen Rose. You threw on that voice. Now you want to throw the voice on because you hot. 2 weeks ago, you had the Young Thug voice. I don't get it. Come on, Ja Morant. You're one of my favorite players in the league. I told you, I played with you in 2K. You are a beast in 2K. Dunk over everybody, jumping on niggas' necks. But I'm not going to sit here and let you think like you got a sickness and an illness and you need help and all that. No. What you need help from is, like May said, you need help from willingism and stuntingism. That's what you need help with. You ain't got no issues. Straight capping. Come on. Now you want to say you need help. That's what they all say. Niggas get caught selling drugs, all of a sudden now they shooting dope. And they sniff coke and crack and all of that. We know about all of that. You don't need no help. You need to stop fronting. Sit your ass down for a year and a half. Take this $30 million loss and think about this and come back like a Cooney like the rest of them. Come on, you don't see Braun playing around with no guns and nothing nonsense like that. Because his agent is in his ear, which is his man, and said, Braun, you better be, when you wake up, it's Coonanism time. It's Coonanism time when you wake up, LeBron. And Braun knows that. That's why he's getting to the bag. Yeah, shout out to John Fenny. Happy birthday to Tone. 100%. And that's him getting to the bag. So yes, like I said, Ja Morant, if you ask me, he's got to chill. He's got to stop taking these interviews. Stop trying to plead his case. Stop trying to look like he's like something's wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with Ja Morant. His only problem is, it's real simple. He's capping. That's it. Now, let's move on. This is a goodie for the night. So, Tony Yayo is my favorite guy on YouTube and all over the net. You know why? Because he says what he has to say and he doesn't bite his tongue. He doesn't care. He's rolling around with the man, 50 cents. 50 Cent's got his back for life. Like he said, he's eating fish caviar for breakfast. Him and goddamn Uncle Murder. Everybody was on Uncle Murder's head, even Trick Daddy, about the things he said about the in the wrap-up song. Do you think they care? Fish caviar and orange juice. In Paris, like they said. Yeah, Tony Yayo. And another thing, I gotta give Yayo a bomb too. Yeah, let me give Yayo another bomb. Dude was putting out videos every week too. Hungry back on the rap scene. Got the bag to do it is nothing. So, this is interesting. This is funny to me. Tony Yayo, he said that when he went on tour, shout out to Hitman J, that's a fact, doing coke like smack. But shout out to my man, Murder, 100%. Yeah, so, let's get back to business. He said he was on tour with Nas, and he thought that when he go on tour with Nas and the Bravehearts, this was going to be a thug event. You know, they from Queensbridge. We all know Nas from rocking army pants and Timbs and sitting on the benches in Queensbridge, right? Not according to Tony Yayo. Not according to Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo said when he went on tour with Nas at this time, he was sitting back, reading books, very low and very quiet. He didn't expect this from Nas at all. Yeah, I got the source for y'all too. Let's go to the source and watch the video of Tony Yayo saying these things. This really cracked me up here. This is the funniest thing ever. Here we go. There we go.
Hold on. Was that the first tour you went on?
Yeah, that's the first tour I ever went on.
Was that the first tour 50 went on to?
I believe so.
So that was the first tour.
And 50 so much a real one, he brought me on a tour bus with him. Like, that was an experience for me. I was on there, Jungle, Big Horse,
Let's get them comments
Overlordian. Out there. Forgot my other man's name. It's another dude. Jungle, of course.
You mean talking about from the Bravehearts?
It's a light-skinned dude that used to be with him.
Okay.
It used to be Horse, Overlordian, Jungle. What's Jungle Man? The light-skinned nigga that always with him. You know what I'm talking about. He used to be there.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too.
Wiz.
Shout out to Woods in the building. That's
like
a fact.
Two more of them. But yeah, that was the first tour I ever was on. That shit was crazy. I had stories on that tour.
Anything that stands out?
I mean, I thought it was gonna be a lot of weed smoking.
Woods
like,
articulate looking good.
But Nas was like, reading books and shit. So
I try to tell y'all. He said Nas was reading them books on tour. See, I can see that because Nas is real intelligent. That's why his bars is like that. Just because Nas was reading the books doesn't mean that Nas wasn't on point. Nas was probably watching all these niggas from the corner of his eye, watching everything that's going down. Because on tour, you got to watch niggas. Niggas start getting drunk. Niggas start gambling, rolling dice. This is what Tony Yayo's used to on the tour. I know the G Unit, Rough Riders. I know how these guys move on tour. A lot of rolling dice, a lot of weed smoking, a lot of gangsterism at all times. We talking 1,000 entourage people at a time running around. Tour bus can hardly move. You don't know who's who. You saw the backstage tour. It's real like that. But Nas, like a smart man, didn't want nobody around him. 50 was on the tour. He brought a couple dudes with him. Nas got the family on there. I'm sort of like Nas too. I'm on tour. I want to be in the bed. I don't want to be annoyed. I'm about to go do a show. The only thing I'm thinking about is coming home with $10, $20 million. That's it. We're going to be on the road for a month. I got to see y'all every single day. I'm feeding y'all. I'm clothing y'all. Y'all here y'all here to make sure nothing happens and make it happen. Y'all do the thug stuff. I got to go on stage and perform. I got to be on point. So I feel Nas for that. You know what I mean? I feel Nas. He's 100% right. Keep him away from me. Keep letting people move around. Let me do my thing. I'm the money man. I'm the boss. Let me go lay up so I can get to this bag. We have plenty of time to party. We're going to have fun at the after parties. So shout out to Nas and definitely shout out to Tony Yayo. Like I said, Tony Yayo's my favorite guy on the internet. He's running his mouth right. I love Tony Yayo, 100%. Now, let's stay with the old school vets for a minute. Jim Jones. He says he writes his raps in his sleep. I don't know how to explain it. That's what he says. I guess while he's sleeping, rhymes is coming to his head. He's jumping up. He's writing his shit down. I'm not sure. But he says he writes rhymes in his sleep. It's kind of hard to not believe him. He's a vet. We're talking 20 years in the building. 20 years in the building. A lot of these guys that's doing this drill music, they up out of here pretty soon. They not going to know what it is to do 20 years in the building. 20 years in the building is something serious. I'm going to tell you that right now. 20 years in the building, that means you're making a lot of money. A lot of money. You can't do 20 years if you're not making money. How are you going to do 20 years if you're not making money? You got to pay your bills. You got to, you got to pay rent. You got to keep, you got kids. How are you going to be in the business? He's making money. That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So, when I listen to this, and I hear Jim Jones writing rhymes in his sleep, it sounds kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody can do that, but I got to respect it. He's been here for 20 years. Got to respect it. You know what I mean? That's Jim Jones, 100%. Shout out to Nisha G in the building. Nisha G, I got to get her a hat and a shirt, something. She be pulling up, showing love, 100%. Yeah, so Jim Jones is definitely one of the GOATs in the building. And, I got a chance to interview Jim Jones and his artist, Dice Pesos. So I got a lot of love for those dudes. They showed the Platty a lot of love and a lot of respect. And we got more work coming. And we got music coming with Dice Pesos for the platform single. Oh, yeah. Only y'all know this that's been in here. Sheababytv has got songs coming out. We got an EP coming out this summer. 4 songs with, artists that been on the platform. Don't tell anybody. Let them be fans later. We're shooting videos and all of that. What platform is doing this? What platform is doing this? So, yeah, shout out to Dice Pesos and definitely shout out to Stephen Young for pulling up yesterday on the interview. Now, this is the last thing we're going to go over before we get out of here. This is crazy to me. I really tried my hardest to pull this up on the whole. I wanted to show y'all the video, actually. But Rick Ross bought a Bugatti, and he can't even fit in it. This shit was so crazy. I'm going to put the video up on Instagram so you guys can see it. But I couldn't pull it up on my on my hard drive for some reason. It wouldn't even let me save it for some reason. But he buys a Bugatti, and he can't even fit in it. I'm sorry. I cannot buy a car that costs that much money if I cannot fit in it. That's just bottom line. I don't need the car. Give me the, if I'm Rick Ross, give me the Phantom. Before I buy the Bugatti, I'm going to go get me 2 or 3 Sprinters and paint them different colors, customize them out. Because I'm the type of guy when I like to ride, I like to be comfortable. I don't want to be in a car I can't even fit in. You got to see this guy in his car. He had one arm hanging out the window. The door can't even close. His head is hanging out the sunroof. What are we doing here, Rick Ross? What are we doing here, Rick Ross? I know you proved your point that you got a lot of money. I mean, your crib is crazy. You got animals on there like you Michael Jackson, like the Neverland and everything like that. You got rides and everything on the crib. We know you got the bag. We know you got the bag. But buying a Bugatti and you can't even get a leg in there, you could barely get your ear or one of your fingers or your hand in there, it makes no sense. I'm not buying a car that costs $1 million, like I said, and I can't even, what are you going to be like the Flintstones, have one leg out and roll in the car? What are we doing here, Rick Ross? We know you the GOAT and we know you got a lot of money. But buying a vehicle you can't fit in is a little weird to me. I need you guys to jump in the comments and let me know, would you buy a car if you can't fit in it? I know I wouldn't, but let me know in the comments. It's your boy Sheababy, and it's another night. Today is Thursday. We got one more night for tomorrow's Friday. We got Sunday. I need y'all to pull up on Instagram. Sunday, I got the producers challenge. Let me see a little before we get there. He's better eat some more pears. Deisha G said he better eat some more pears before he get up in that car. That's a fact, girl, 100%. Now, Sunday, I need y'all to pull up. I got on Instagram. I got it up on the page right there. So you can see it's right underneath the sign. It's in orange underneath the purple sign. That's my Instagram. Everything's at Sheababytv. So I need you guys to go on there Sunday. Sunday is a big day on the platform. I got 3 hours of Instagram live. I'm going to have to get off, get back on, because you know they kick you off after 1 hour. But I got 3 shows on Sunday. Now, Sunday, I got one of the shows is called Cash Sundays. That's where I got an artist from Westchester, New York called Cash. And I got a girl named Cash Lee. That's why it's called Cash Sundays. I got those 2 that are going to be interviewed. Both of them are from New York City. One's from the Heights. She's a female. She's nice. She got Jaleel Beats. She's on Jaleel Beats' label. And Jaleel Beats will most likely be in the building. But she got a song with Lady Slim. So it's going to be 2 girls on the live with me that day. So all the thirsty dudes who want to see some cuties, they will be on there with me. And they got good music. That is Sunday. Now, after that, I got the Producers Challenge. The Producers Challenge is going to be 2 producers that make fire tracks. These 2 been beefing. These 2 been saying that they got the hottest shit in Westchester County and in New York City. Now we're going to finally get to see them go head to head. So they're going to be in the building too. And then Sunday, I got a surprise for y'all. I may have pulling up. I think he's a goofy, but he wants to come on the platform and prove he's not a goofy. So we're going to see if all the paperwork and everything gets done right, because I know I ain't cash apping them shit. That's what he tried to ask for earlier. I told him, you're out of your mind. You could barely put words together, bro. You can't get paid on the platty for this. I need you to come on the platty and prove to me why you're not trash. So your man, your favorite boyfriend, we want to see what he got on the platform this Sunday. If he doesn't show up, it's just because he knows he's trash. That's a fact. But before that, I got 2 other artists that's nice that will be there. So I see you guys tomorrow for the last day of the week for the news. But Sunday, like I said, we rocking out. And then Wednesday, I think we on there with Mace's artist. Shh. I'll let y'all know about that next week.
Welcome to the VIP section.
Sheababy, y'all.